Welcome to our English grammar lesson, and today we are going to discuss reflexive pronouns. First of all, we will define what is a reflexive pronoun, and then we are going to look at singular and plural, and we'll be giving examples as we go by. So what is a reflexive pronoun? A reflexive pronoun is a word in a sentence which refers back to the subject of the sentence. In short, it reflects the subject. We will see that a reflexive pronoun ends in self when it is used in a singular form, and it ends in selves when it is used in plural form. For example, if I'm talking about me, I would say I worked myself until late in the night. I worked myself until late in the night. From this example, we can see that the subject I and the reflexive pronoun, which is myself, is referring back to the subject, which is I. Say myself refers back to I. You see, so the reflexive pronoun is referring back to the subject of the sentence. So we may have another example. He bought himself a phone. Right? From this example, we'll see that he is the subject of the sentence, and himself is a reflexive pronoun. Why do we say so? Because we can see that himself is referring back to the subject, which is he, which is the subject of the sentence. Now, having looked at this, you can also have she sold the dress for herself. She sold the dress for herself. You see the subject of the sentence is she, right? And herself is referring back to the subject of the sentence. Now when we look at these two, because we have said we have singular and the plural form. Singular where we are ending with self, and the plural form where we are ending with selves. So some of the singular words are as follows. We have myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. You see, these are in singular form. They are used when a singular subject is used. Now when you go to plural form, you are looking at ourselves, yourselves, themselves, themselves, and themselves, right? So you have themselves, yourselves, and ourselves, which are used in plural form. If you are talking, the subjects are in plural, we're going to use ourselves. For example, you can use the sentence like this: they ate the apples themselves, right? They in plural subject, and then themselves refers back to what? To the subject of the sentence, which is in plural form. Now let's have some of the rules that you can follow when you are using reflexive pronouns. The first one is use personal pronouns and not reflexive pronouns after a preposition of place. For example, he had a beautiful girl beside him. He had a beautiful girl besides him, right? Now let's take, that is the correct sentence. Now let's take another sentence of the similar, but which is not correct. He had a beautiful girl beside himself. He had a beautiful girl beside himself. Why is this sentence wrong? Why? Because it changes the meaning of the sentence, right? You see that the second sentence has a different meaning. The second law is we use reflexive pronouns as indirect objects. This happens when the indirect object is the same as the subject of the verb. To get this clear, let's have this example. She was so naughty in class. Another sentence, she has to teach herself. Now when we use the reflexive pronoun, we are going to combine the two sentences. Right? She was so naughty in class. She has to teach herself. Now, if we continue with that, we are going to use reflexive pronouns with an object of the verb as the same as the subject. For example, I am training myself to wake up early. I am training myself to wake up early. I am training myself, right? It is used here as an object of the sentence. So I'm training myself to wake up early. So, in short, this is what we have been looking at, the reflexive pronoun, and we have defined it as a word in a sentence which refers back to the subject of the sentence. In short, it reflects the subject. It refers back. I, myself, I'll do it myself. Right? So it refers back to the subject of the sentence. I hope you enjoy this lesson, and you can give us a comment below, and make sure you subscribe to these English grammar lessons.